Alex, chasing Bridgegate, day 3. What do you got?
Bill, Fort Lee Mayor Mark Sokolich nearly broke down in tears on the witness stand Wednesday afternoon as he recounted his feelings in the weeks after Bridgegate, where he was terrified that the lane closures that paralyzed his small town would happen to him again. I was petrified, Sokolich said. I was petrified. My responsibility is the safety of my community. I was petrified of further retribution. You could still hear the trauma in Sokolich's voice as he bowed his head, trying to hold back the tears as he was asked about why he wrote a letter to the editor of the Star-Ledger in November of 2013, saying that the lane closings happening for political retribution against him were, quote, simply not true. Now, Sokolich had admitted on cross-examination that this was a lie, that in fact, he believed the lane closings had targeted him. So he was asked on redirect by the prosecution about his feelings, why he would say this, and Sokolich basically said he lied in an attempt to save his town.
God, I'm struck by what a baby Mayor Sokolich seems to be like. I mean, in the day of terrorism and bombs, he was worried about another traffic study, another lane closure. I doubt it. Charlie, what do you think?
I think the thing that really stands out to me is what a complicated scheme this was and how much effort was put into it. It really makes you wonder, what's going to come out in this trial and what other schemes and scams have some of these people tried to get away and maybe gotten away with before. This is the one that they got caught.
That's a great point. Alex, is the trial progressing in an order that it seems that it will be wrapped up sooner rather than later, or does it seem like it's going to drag on for a long time?
The estimate is that this trial, beginning to end, will take 6 weeks.
Thanks, Alex. Michael, you're chasing the list of the potential witnesses at the Bridgegate trial. What do you got?
Tuesday, the list of potential witnesses for the Bridgegate trial was released. More than 300 names on said list. A lot of them you expected, Governor Christie, members of his inner circle, but some other people that we weren't exactly expecting. Here's a couple. Lieutenant Governor Kim Guadagno. We've got Mayor of West New York, Felix Roque.
No kidding.
Joe DiVincenzo, Essex County Executive and friend of the show. And friend of the show, Assemblyman Declan O'Scanlan. And he's joining us via Skype. Declan, what are you doing on the list?
Well, they wanted all the most important people in the state and best looking and smartest people. So I'd have to be on any list like that. So for that alone, I'm sure that's
Declan,
why I'm on there.
On a serious note, though, I mean, I'm a little tongue-in-cheek on that, but why are you on the list? We never heard your name associated with this at any level, and now it comes out and you're on it. A little surprising.
A while back in a records dump, there was a reference made to me in an email from someone, I think it was out of Bridget Kelly's office, that when they were trying to legitimize the study, they were reaching out to legislators and people that represented people in New Jersey outside of the Fort Lee area. And they did. In fact, I got a call and they said, don't you think it's unfair that this, and they had the number of commuters that were coming from my district, and all the other commuters in New Jersey outside of Fort Lee only get this many lanes, I don't know, 8 lanes, and there's 3 or 4 lanes dedicated to one town. They tried to say that to me. My response was, yeah, but you knew within like 2 hours of the start of this study that it was a disaster, yet you let it go on for days, or whoever was responsible for it. So I'm not your guy to write this letter, unless you want the letter to be calling for people to be fired who were behind this so-called study.
Do you expect to be called? Do you think you'll be up there?
I don't. I mean, I would be happy to have the opportunity to continue to enhance my reputation as a defender of motorists and motorist rights and treating them decently everywhere, but I don't think I'm going to get that opportunity.
All right, we'll talk soon.